Shazazz Creations, your one-stop shop when it comes to customization. Totes, tees, tumblers, hats, and more. Looking for a customized gift idea for a graduation, birthday party, baby shower, or just a unique creation of your own? Check out Shazazz Creations as seen here on Whitney D TV. Female, Black owned. Use my promo in the description box down below and let her know Whitney D of Whitney D TV sent you. Thank you. Bye.
What's up, Jewel Gang? So I would like to address this white woman who goes by the name of Nikki Marie on Facebook. Her page is private, but her DMs are wide open. You see, this scarecrow thought it'd be a good idea to slide in a black woman's DM, bully and harass her over having a small disability. Pause and read. Pause and read. Pause and read. You see, this beautiful black woman you decided to harass for having a small disability, when being compared to you is walking art. Black women are literally walking Picassos, which is why snow roaches like you envy us so much. You look like the cashier at H-E-B that has to call the manager every 5 seconds because you're too stupid to work the register. You look like splattered bird shit dried up on the side of someone's car. You couldn't match her beauty if she gave you an audio booklet with a step-by-step description on how to do so. And between me and you, I'm the bigger bully. Sit your ass down.
But you really lame. Did you really think you could play me? Well, you better think again. What you say these girls ain't loyal, but you got 7 girls take this thing up on. Now tell me who's really loyal? It ain't you. These boys ain't loyal, talking about us girls, saying that we all bodies. But us girls will hold it down, pick you up when you down, and give you anything you want. You're trying to run game that's already been paid, gonna get your heart broken. Do you know who you are dealing with? Thought you was clear.
I can't help.
Robert.
You're killing me, man. This ain't not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
At this point, we briefly pause the interview to give Kelly a moment.
Man, y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me. Y'all trying to kill me. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with killing me, man. Trying to kill me. Killing me, man. Trying to kill me. You don't want to believe it. Trying to kill me. Killing me, man. Trying to kill me. I hope this camera keep going. Stupid R.Kelly. Fight for my life. Stupid R.Kelly. Ain't do it. Stupid R.Kelly. Fight for my life. Stupid R.Kelly. Ain't do it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be. Go ahead and click that subscribe button to be a part of the Witness gang, to join the Witness Nation. Now let's get into this, shall we? Hello, you guys, and welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be.
I'm Whitney.
What up, everybody? Hello out there. Hey, everybody. Hi. I'm sorry I didn't come to you guys earlier. I was having dental issues, but I'm high as a kite right now, so I'm good. How are you? No, I was just playing. I got Tylenol and all that stuff, so I'm good. Hold on. So we're going to have a good time or whatever. Last night, I didn't get to celebrate my article and stuff like that. So here we are. Yeah, let me tighten this up because although I don't got no daggone boobs, hold on, y'all. I don't want no nip slip because that's all it's going to be. Hold on. All right. Oh, y'all, look, this is my fashion. Check it out, y'all. Fashion Nova. Okay. All right. So, anywho. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. If anything slip, you do that and it's gone. So but anyways, y'all, welcome. Welcome. Okay, let me go ahead and get into everything. Let me say hi first, because without you guys, wouldn't be here. This is your channel, okay? This is your channel. But first, I need you guys to stop, because I'm finna do it too. Take this live and share it. Sharing is caring if you guys want my channel to continue to grow, because we're almost there, you guys. We're almost there at 5K. I haven't checked to see how much more. I think we are teetering still at that 70, 75 mark. So the more you share, the more it gets out there, okay? So anyways, let's go ahead and get into everything. I want to first and foremost tell everybody hello and welcome to Whitney DTV. Nikki, you was the first one. Hey, girl, welcome. KD, hey, honey bunch. Alice, you ready for tonight? I'm gonna change after this, girl, because I gotta. Let's see who else is in the building. Y'all like that R.Kelly? And somebody was like, all right, Whitney, you better watch out. Look. Foxy, hey, honey. Amber. Hey, honey, bunch of suppose. Hey, Key. What's up? Key? Hey. Okay, let me see. We're almost there. Hey, Monique. Hey, honey bunches. Hey, Miss J. Thank you. Sabrina, I miss you. Hey, I'll be watching y'all. I'll be watching y'all, okay? And I'm with y'all. So when I don't see y'all names, I'll be curious as to what had happened was. So I hope everybody's doing okay. Animated reached out to me and stated that she unfortunately lost her father, her uncle. And so please send your prayers out to her because that's we just, you remember, dealt with all this grievances and stuff like that. I got your email, Serena. I ain't ignoring you. I see you. I had a horrible toothache today. I mean, it's been going on. To be honest with you, all these lives I've been doing, I've been having a massive toothache. But the show must go on. Especially being in the industry, the show must go on. I remember I stumped my toe. Literally, I did a TikTok about it. The nail went like boom at the door and it split across. And I had to, and I went up there and I had to do my shoot. It's actually the picture that is, I'm in red. That photo shoot, I had a freaking bloody shoe when I took it off. But the show must go on. So... Okay. Hey, Cece, you ready for tonight? We gotta celebrate, y'all. We made New York Times. Like, what's good? Me, along with Plainest Jane, we made New York Times. Like, out of everybody they could have went to. Hey, that's an accomplishment. My husband's in the process of getting it framed and everything. So yeah, y'all, this is gonna be a short show because we're going to head on over and get into music and combos. And I don't know why y'all don't just get on over there. I mean, it's fun or whatever. Okay. So anyways, welcome you guys. Make sure you guys come in keeping it cute. So you guys won't get the boot, okay? That means you don't have to agree with me, but I ask that you respect my platform. By you respecting me, I respect you, okay? You get what you give, okay? But I keep it real cute when I check you. I do. But if you don't want that energy, don't give it. You ain't got to see that, okay? That Gemini can be over there somewhere, okay? Not for nothing. Welcome to Whitney DTV, okay? Your opinions are great. Just say it with your chest and respectfully, okay? Not for nothing. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Like this video as well as share it, okay? And if you don't like it, that's fine. I mean, I don't know what's there not to like. We ain't even got into it yet. But not for nothing. If you don't like it, that's fine too. You can give it a thumbs down. Either way, it is doing wonders for my algorithm, okay? So make sure that you guys do that and then share this video, please. Click the share button, put it on your community tab here in YouTube or Facebook or what have you, okay? But get this out here, okay? We're going to continue script reading. I'm going to get into everything in regards to R.Kelly and stuff like that. If you would like to join the channel, you can click out of here and go to the description box. Or if you give me just a moment, I can actually grab a link for you. Okay. We can do it like that. My mom was having the blues trying to join the channel. You know, I guess I made her feel guilty the other day when I said they didn't even watch my documentary. She's like, oh, it's just too much, Whitney. I said, I get it, mama. I understand. No pressure. But if you would like to join the channel and support me on a month-to-month basis, there you are. There you go. You know what I'm saying? Let me do this one last share. But yeah, my mom, I already understand. Like I told you guys, my mom has never went through that. You know what I'm saying? So uh-oh. There you go. Okay. Okay. Anyway, sorry about that. I was sharing. I do what I tell you guys to do. You know what I'm saying? Myself. But anyways, yeah. So if you guys would like to support me on a month-to-month basis, please join the channel. I have tiers, budget friendly, on up to the extreme. Okay. But not for nothing, you can make a choice. Okay. And then down below, you'll see, I'm asking you, what do you think about what you're hearing as it's unfolding? My cash out there, my PayPal information there, Zelle is there to say the least. So it's really up to you how you decide that you want to maneuver when it comes to support. Okay, I have all kinds of different ways that you can do so. Okay, not for nothing. let's go ahead and get into everything, okay? So let me share this real quick. I gotta share it one more place. So let's go ahead and get into everything. If you guys were not made aware already, but I did, we have a group. My group people that are in here, y'all can place a link or tell them how they can go by getting it. We got a group. We got a group. I said we got a group. We have a group on IG, and yeah, and so I let them know in there that there's no verdict. But I told y'all this. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all be really low key getting information before dealing with me, like y'all do, or I confirm the information. But I told y'all already that we weren't gonna get nothing this week. What I tell y'all, I said, oh, you guys know, we're gonna be going to court and they're gonna be wrapping up. What I showed y'all the docket. Did I not show you the docket? I said, this is Wednesday, you guys. Doesn't look like anything further after that. And what happened? Deliberations started on, what is it called? Closing statements started on Thursday. And then here we are Friday. They start, deliberating and things of that nature. I told y'all this already. Well, I also told y'all that we weren't going to get nothing until next week. So I don't know why you guys were looking for a verdict. When I heard it, I was like, okay, yeah, let's go. But in the back of my head, I was like, no, y'all, they need this stuff in order. But I rolled with it. But I low-key think people's clickbaiting y'all because I knew we weren't going to get no verdict today. That's why I didn't make an announcement, okay? But anywho, oh, the lipstick. Oh, my gosh. I got it right here. I'm sorry. It's Lips and Lashes by Shea Cosmetics and G.I. Jane, I want to say. But yeah, go with my ensemble or whatever. But yeah, I'm no longer a brand affiliate or ambassador of her product, but I still support it. I mean, I still believe in her product. She's a Black woman, and it's no longer Lips and Lashes. It's ShayMichelleCosmetics.com. So yeah, that's that. That's what I got on. Okay, not for nothing, you guys. Let's go ahead and get into this update. Like I told y'all, we weren't gonna reach a verdict today. That's not gonna be till next week, possibly. You heard it here. Tuesday. I don't even see Monday. It's so much evidence that they have to comb through. I don't see it happening. It could, but I don't see it happening for us even on Monday. I just don't. Allegedly, because I wasn't there, but this is through the grapevine. Allegedly, I heard that they didn't have all of what they needed to. Do you gotta raise that up, DJ? No. Okay. Sorry, my son. I heard that they actually needed evidence and things to that nature to look over that they're supposed to have had once they had closed down everything, but they didn't. So they were calling for different transcripts and evidence and stuff like that to that nature. So they're gone. They come back on Monday. They're not what is it called, y'all? Sir, something where they're stuck at the what is it called? Somebody put it in the chat. But sequestration. They won sequestration up in the courthouse. They went home today. So I don't see it happening even on Monday because they come back and then they do what they need to do. So I don't even see it happening Monday. It could, but if it doesn't, you heard it here first. I just do not see it happening for us with a verdict even on Monday, with them resting and not even having everything they needed. And then coming back Monday, who's to say that they even will have what they need then? So thank you, take R.Kelly. So I don't think it will even be Monday. It's just me. I say about Tuesday, if that. Okay, but it's going to be next week for sure because come on now. But we don't even know that. We don't know how the jurors move and function. Some of them had to leave and go to work, y'all. So don't know how this is going to play out. So I wanted to give you guys that update. Miss J, don't know how many are Black. They didn't disclose that information. They did not. They said that they are diverse, though. Okay. So I'm going to read this article. And then hold on. Do I want to read? Yeah. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna read the article, and then we'll get into some transcripts because it's winding down. But I have no. Y'all, y'all saw that? I blacked out, right? Here we go. Here we go. But yeah. Yeah, they didn't disclose that. They said they were diverse though. Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh, we got a new member. So you know what? We gotta turn up for Sabrina.
Y'all killing me with this. I can't help it.
Robert.
You're killing me, man. This ain't not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
At this point, we briefly pause the interview to give Kelly a moment.
Man, y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me. Y'all trying to kill me. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with killing me, man. Trying to kill me. Killing me, man. Trying to kill me. Y'all wanna believe it? Trying to kill me. Killing me, man. Trying to kill me. I hope this camera keep going. Stupid R.Kelly. Fight for my life. Stupid R.Kelly. Do it. Stupid R.Kelly. Fight for my life. Stupid R.Kelly. Do it.
Yeah, we did that. Welcome to the Witness Gang, Sabrina. Welcome. That was just for you, girl, or whatever. Y'all shout out Sabrina for joining Whitney DTV, okay? All right. Girl, ain't he killing everybody? I heard he was in there acting a fool too. He was clutching his invisible pearls, and child, good luck with that. And people like, oh, he's coming home. Where are y'all getting that information, babies? I just don't understand. But keep hope alive. So yeah. Anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and get into this article, and we're gonna go ahead and get into these transcripts. I may push back our combos and music tonight. Because we be up about 1-2 o'clock in the morning anyway. Although hey. But anyways, let's get into this article. Okay, let me go ahead and share the screen. Okay. All right, let's get into this article. No, I don't like that. That's too little. Okay, we can roll with that. All right, so this is reported by CNN. Okay, this is the source CNN where we're reading tonight or whatever. Hey, Kimmy Boo. Hey, West Coast. Yes, I will. The information for this particular product. Let me do this. I'm finna go on and put her link in here. Like I said, I'm not a brand ambassador. I'm not affiliate with the brand no more. However, she's Black owned business. So, bam, there y'all go. That's the link to her site. And that's, you can see the colors or whatever. They're very distinctive. Okay, anyways, let's go ahead and get into this article. Okay, it says, what is this? Child, we don't want that. Stop. Okay, it says, jurors in R.Kelly federal trial are done for the day after deliberating after 4 hours. Let's read this article. What is going on? Yeah, thank you. Jurors on Friday began their deliberations in R. Kelly's federal trial in Brooklyn, where he faces racketeering and sex trafficking charges. The jury deliberated about 4 hours in the afternoon before the case was adjourned until Monday. Before leaving for the day, they sent a note saying, "We, the jurors, have not reached a verdict." Earlier, the jury had asked for evidence related to the witness Sonia. Now, in regards to Sonia, she was a fickle pill. If you guys remember, Sonia was the reporter, the intern that was trying to get the interview, that stated that she was. Go ahead, Marcus. If you're tuning in, Marcus, go ahead, baby. If you guys remember, she was the one that actually stated that, you know, she didn't know what was going on. She was just there for an interview, and she got locked in the room, and she you know, dozed out, whatever. But basically, she is alleging that she was drugged and raped. So that's Sonia. Okay. And upon reading Sonia's transcripts, it was kind of like not to say, of course, I don't victim shame or none of that. However, her story was kind of up and down. Now, here's my theory. That night or that day was bleary. She was allegedly drugged. So for me, I didn't look at it like, oh my God, what did she do? Oh my God, I didn't know about her. Because a lot of these situations happened way years ago. We're in 2021, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I didn't find it to be alarming that, you know, she was kind of up and down, and Kenneth did what he was supposed to do for once, with one of the darn witnesses. Okay. So, I mean, he did what he was supposed to do by making her get confused, not poking holes in the story, but making her get confused and say stuff. But remember, he did that with Azriel, and Azriel got it together. However, you know what I'm saying? I still believe her. I still believe it's some information there. But you know, it was just kind of up and down, to say the least. But let's continue. Earlier, the jury had asked for evidence related to witness Sonia. Request a floor plan of the Chicago recording studio Kelly used in the early 2000s, and a letter that witness Jane allegedly wrote to her brother at the direction of Kelly. Now we know who they're talking about, right? That's Azriel. That's a good thing to pull, y'all. That's a good thing to pull. I don't know if nobody mentioned that. That's a good thing to pull, because that was juicy. That was some crazy stuff in that letter. That was some crazy stuff. And we know that was Azriel, and we know that allegedly she's supposed to have been writing that to her brother, which was crazy. And so it goes on to say that Kelly's attorney, Kenneth, said they were not concerned about the evidence the jury requested, saying that they just asked for evidence. I would be worried, because that's not all the evidence. Those are just the pieces that they asked for. But really, everything gets turned over to the jury. Just to let you guys know, everything gets turned over to the jury. And those specific pieces, quite possibly, they didn't have. But you don't just get the request, different pieces. No, they turn everything off, turn everything over to you, and you go through everything. It's not like, well, I just want evidence 12 and then 14. No. They turn everything over to you. And if it's some things that you don't have, then you can't request, hey, we're missing this. Can we get this? So just Kenneth also said he spoke with Kelly several minutes prior, and that he's confident in the way the evidence came out. Okay, whatever that means. Okay, I'm gonna continue reading. The 7 men and 5 women making up the jury have sat through 23 days of trial, which began on August 18th and included 50 witnesses overall. They began deliberating on Friday afternoon. In closing arguments, Assistant U.S. Attorney Elizabeth Geddes told jurors that Kelly was the head of an enterprise that promoted his music and his brand, but also served to recruit people for Kelly to target, groom, and exploit girls, boys, and women. Over the past several weeks, you've learned that the defendant's inner circle works together to promote the defendant's music and brand, but his inner circle also served as enablers for his crime, his criminal conduct. Absolutely, Gittes said. Go ahead, Gittes. Kelly has been on trial in New York for one count of racketeering with 14 underlying acts that include sexual exploitation of a child, kidnapping, bribery, and sex trafficking charges. He is also charged with 8 additional counts of violations of the Mann Act, a sex trafficking law. In defense closing arguments, Koenig said the government misled jurors and allowed witnesses to lie, saying many of the witnesses accusing Kelly of sexual and physical abuse were in consensual relationships with the singer. How in the hell a teenager is going to be consensual? Okay, she's an idiot. So you confirm the relationship. Anyways, idiot. Okay. And are now testifying against him to cash in on his fame. Okay, I'm like, didn't he make a whole song talking about that he is a broke legend? Like, what are we talking about? A lot of people watch surviving R. Kelly, and unfortunately, a lot of people are now surviving off of R. Kelly. Oh, that is cheesy. Oh, Koenig, sir, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Prosecutors outlined their case, witness testimony, and evidence over the course of more than 6 hours during their closing arguments. It is now time for the defendant, Robert Kelly, to pay for his crimes, convict him, Gideon said. That part. The case comes 13 years after Kelly, whose full name is Robert Sylvester Kelly, was acquitted of child pornography charges at an Illinois state trial. Kelly still has legal battles after this trial. In the Northern District of Illinois, he faces more federal charges, including child pornography and obstruction charges. He also faces criminal charges in Minnesota for 2 counts of engaging in prostitution with a minor and Illinois state charges for aggravated criminal sexual abuse. I told y'all. Illinois, they think about that action. They got both state, I told y'all gonna listen to me, and federal charges on that butt. Good luck with that. He has pled not guilty to all charges. Oh my God. And denies any wrongdoing. See, that's why I can't take. That's why I can't take. That's why I can't take him. You just deny everything. Child. The 13-count indictment released in July 2019 in the Northern District of Illinois accused Kelly of videotaping himself having sex with at least 4 girls younger than 18, beginning in 1998. I wonder who could be on those tapes. And few years later, after Kelly learned that some of those videos were missing from his collection, he and others began paying him and others began paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to several people to recover them, the indictment says. Okay, real quick, because I had this come in. Okay. Please do not place any other channels in my chat. I don't do that. I don't promote my people to do that. So please just say another channel And if I am interested, I'll do my research or somebody else will do their research. So please don't do that. Okay. And I mean that respectfully. Okay. Also, if you guys would like to join the group that I was speaking about on IG, please place in the chat your IG handle so we can send that information to you. Okay. All right. Okay. It's almost finished and we're going to go into these transcripts. Okay. Also, in 2019, a grand jury in Cook County, Illinois, indicted Kelly on 10 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse involving 4 alleged victims, 3 of whom were listed as younger than 17. That indictment was followed a few months later by another one from a Cook County grand jury on 11 counts. Now, ranging from aggravated criminal sexual assault and criminal sexual assault to aggravated criminal sexual abuse. In August 2019. Okay. Oh, no, you're okay, Immortal. You didn't know, baby. You didn't know. It's okay. It's all right. It is okay. You're fine. I just wanted to put that out there for everybody. You're okay, baby. What was that? County Attorney's Office, I think I was there, in Minnesota announced Kelly was charged with 2 counts of prostitution with a person under 18. According to the criminal complaint, a woman said the incident happened in 2001 when she was 17. So this was the most recent article that I read in regards to everything. It was updated at 6:22. So we're roughly over an hour or so from this update with CNN. Okay. Not for nothing, you guys. That's that on that. That's the update. We wait. And I will say this to you guys in the midst of us waiting. Be careful of what you're listening to. Me, if I were you, don't listen to nothing else until you get that verdict. Like, seriously, put all of this R. Kelly stuff out of your head. After I read these transcripts tonight, I'm chilling. I won't be back on Saturday. I won't be back on Sunday. I'll start back up Monday. Hopefully we'll hear something by then. But y'all, we have to decompress. We have to purge ourselves, okay? Because it's done now. These alleged victims, from Jane Doe to John Doe's, did their thug thizzle. And either way it goes, it's done. You know what I'm saying? And we got to let the chips fall where it may, because this has been intense. This has been heavy. You know what I'm saying? And it's been damaging for a lot of people's life, you know, and either way this goes, it's going to affect a lot of people, be it his supporters or be it those that are against him. You know what I'm saying? So however way this falls, it's going to do exactly what it needs to do. And it's nothing that we can do at this point, you know, but support the alleged victims. And, you know, seriously, I'm praying for R.Kelly, because at the end of the day, like I've constantly said, no one wins. So let's go ahead and get into these transcripts. And yeah, you guys, we're going to turn up tonight. Okay. Your hairstyle tonight is my freaking favorite on you. You know, girl, I'm every woman. It's all in my wigs. Better ask somebody. Y'all, my curly one right here. Okay. Like, I mean, that's why my husband, what? Well, who you need? What you want? Baby, what? Don't play, y'all. And I'm not insecure because I got her up under here. I'll yank a wig off real quick. What? Anyways, y'all, this crazy show. I know they like, my mama probably like, stop doing it. That's why I be telling y'all, I'm just as Whitney, missing nails and all. Okay, like for real, like baby, I'm telling y'all. Okay, I love you too, Nikki. Baby, what? Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into these transcripts now. Before we start, y'all, this is y'all channel. So with that being said, y'all get to choose whose transcripts we read first. Halle, I need you guys to put an H in there for Halle, or put an F in the chat for Faith. Halle or Faith's transcripts. Put an H in the chat. And just to let you guys remember whose was what. We left off at Faith just now having sexual relations with R. Kelly, and he was rubbing them, remember? And she did the hands and all this stuff like that. And she really didn't want to have sex with him. And it left off there that she went back and saw him after that or whatever. That's where we left off with Faith. Now, Halle, we left off with her talking about how she walked around to and fro calling herself slut and whore and stuff like that. And that she got into that altercation with him. And he made her write a letter to go back home and say that the very argument that she said across the stand that he made her say was her fault, she stated that across the stand, but also said that he told her to write that. So that's where we at with Halle. I'm not going to lie to y'all. That's where I want to continue. I'm not even going to lie. I want to see, excuse my French, this ish show. I wish I could say it, but this show. I just want to see it. I just want to see it unfold and continue because I'm like, girl, what? And people are saying that Sonya was the worst one. Child, Halle kept up there. I don't recall. Did he do that? What? I don't remember. So let me see what y'all chose. I mean, Faith is good. She was solid on that stand, but I'm just saying. Let me see what y'all say. Y'all with me with y'all messy selves. Baby, yes. Okay. I was looking at her like, girl, what? But I'm telling y'all, she was online on the radio. And she was just, I don't know. I guess I don't know, baby, but it just was weird to me. The energy. Okay. Monique said Halle. Alice said Halle. Nikki said Halle. Monica said Halle. Amber said Halle. Lori said Halle. Amber said, please. Okay. Kay says, I'm for either one. She said, majority rules. It does. Jenny said Halle. Nikki says Halle. Monique says she loves my lipstick. The link is in the chat. Somebody grab it and send it to Monica. Nikki says Halle. Okay. Alice says Kelly had Halle's mom write a letter too to him in those damn letters. I don't know. Because what I heard is that was false. That he was trying to, but I don't know. Okay. Demaya says it's going to be a hung jury. I said what I said. It is what it is. Hung jury in what way? Wait, hung jury is bad, right? I don't know. Or it's hung. See, let me see what hung jury is. Y'all know, if I don't know something, let me see. Hung jury. What is a hung jury? Hung jury is also called deadlock jury. It's a judicial jury that cannot agree upon a verdict after extended deliberation and is unable to reach the required. No, I disagree. This is not 1919. I disagree respectfully. I disagree, Demaya. Got too much evidence, baby. And I mean HD. And we don't even know what they were given as far as evidence. I just disagree respectfully. I love you, but I disagree. Alice says she wrote it in the sauna with no clothes. I think she denied, but good sources say otherwise. We'll see. Okay, y'all, let's go ahead and get into this transcript reading of Halle because she won, okay? So everybody that voted, your vote won and majority rule. Let's see what Halle has to say with her retarded ass. Okay, Halle, oh, there you go. Hey, Halle girl. What craziness you talking about? Okay, let's go ahead and get into her transcripts. Let me put this on here so if anybody comes in and they need to know what we're reading, y'all make sure that y'all greet everybody that comes in. That's what we do here at Whitney TV. I can't see my chat, so I need you guys to regulate. Oh, wait a minute. While I am talking, Sabrina, let me go and give you your ranch, baby. Let me go. I know my husband said we shouldn't do that, but I like y'all. Y'all good ones. I just had to do that to clear house. I ain't gonna lie to you. All right. So let's go ahead and get into this. I'm not going to be able to see my chat. Last question. Do y'all want me over here in the little corner, or do y'all just want to be able to see the transcripts? What y'all want? Y'all want me on camera or off? Just say on if it don't matter, it don't matter. You know what? It don't matter. I'm gonna let y'all, I'm gonna get off the screen. I'm gonna get off the screen, so if y'all want to read it back, y'all can. And the bubble down there is taking up a lot of the screen anyway. Thank you, Monique. But I'm gonna just let y'all have it because that the bubble showing what I'm reading, it's already taking up a lot of the transcript space, so I'm okay. Y'all know how I look. Or whatever. Okay, let's go ahead and get into these transcripts, okay? Okay, here we go. Let's go. And when you were writing this, was the defendant telling you what to say? She says yes. I'm now showing government exhibit 449. This portion can be published. Exhibit published to the jury. Similar to the other letters you just testified about, is this that again one of the letters that the defendant directed to for you to write? Correct. Going down towards the bottom of the page, it says she would tell me to be very seductive when I'm around him. She also told me on several occasions to the judge, please slow down a little bit, to seduce him, but also record him as much as I could. And sorry to say, I'm turning the page, but at first I was down with that. I started wearing skimpy clothes, sometimes little, if nothing, just to get his attention sexually. As I did that, I would bring up my modeling career, and he would also say encouraging words to me and give me advice on keeping myself healthy and looking good. But never did he ever once tell me that he was going to help me with it. As I started spending more and more time with him, he became very close to the point I didn't want to be a part of my mom's stupid plan to use R.Kelly to make me a star or get money from him. Again, was there a plan that you had with your mom to blackmail or get money from the defendant? No. And when you wrote this, was that true then when you wrote that? Can you go to the top part? No. And who, if anyone, directed you to write this? Rob. I'm now showing another portion of the letter. Now, at the top of the first line, starting where it says, but I knew my mom was still going forward with some kind of plan with other girls' parents to try and destroy R. Kelly's career. The reason I know is because at some point, that's all she would talk about. I'm writing this letter because I want to clear my name from all of this madness that's happening. And a lot of people that might read this probably won't believe me and think R. Kelly had me write this. What the hell? And that's okay. But for those of you out there that are interested in the truth, when all of these girls' mothers, including mine, just try to use us as sexual bait to get R. Kelly to somehow magically snap his fingers and make us stars. And if it backfired and didn't work, then their backup plan is just what they're doing now. Child. Girl, bye, Halle. No, but we know y'all that we know that he forced her to do that. Okay, let's make this very clear, and we're about to read that right now. Okay, he forced her to read that. To write that. Okay. Anyways, okay. Again, was there any plan against the defendant involving you or your mother? No. So when you wrote that, was that true? No, it was not. It wasn't true. Who directed you to write that in this letter? Rob. Directing your attention to the middle of the page where it says, I'm not brainwashed. What the hell? Okay. I'm sorry I keep cursing, but Lord, are y'all seeing this? Like, if this man really wanted to get far, I would have made it as personable as I possibly could. Like, okay, let me keep going. Like, this nigga, I'm not blackmailing him. I'm not brainwashed, controlled, abused, starved, beaten. All of the things that she really is. I'm not a sex slave. I'm not held captive. I'm not being told when to come or when to go, or I'm not being told when to turn my phone on or when to turn it off. Based on your previous testimony, is it fair to say there were times when the defendant controlled you? Correct. Okay, so that's a lie. Is it fair to say there were times when the defendant abused you? Correct. So there was a lie. Is it fair to say there were times when the defendant hit you? Correct. So this nigga was having her put all this stuff in this letter that was going on with her. He's an idiot. Is it also fair to say that there were times when the defendant told you when to come and when to go? She says, I feel like that choice was probably mine. Child, was it? Okay. Anyways, but I mean, she was grown. So let me run that back. She was grown. Halle, Faith, they were grown. So if they wanted to come and go, they could. However, I'm not going to negate the fact of the matter that they had Stockholm syndrome as well. Because you don't have, all the times weren't bad. Let's be real. All the times with Kelly were not just bad. And so it's a mind manipulation at its best when you kind of be like, well, all the times aren't bad. You know what I'm saying? And so you hold on to the good. Heck, we go through that even when it's not an abusive relationship like this. We be the good outweigh the bad. When it's like, girl, like he cheated on you 7 times. He had a whole baby. And we be like, well, the last time wasn't that bad, you know. Anyways, based on his rules, were there times when you couldn't leave without the defendant? She says, oh, correct. Were there times when the defendant had control of your phone? She says, correct. Now, okay, hold on, y'all, because I'm going to push the after party back. Let me push the after party back, if that's okay with y'all. I mean, whoever shows. Whoever don't, y'all don't. No pressure. That's an after party. We chilling. So I don't care if it's 5 people in there. We're going to still turn up. Okay, so I pushed it back, y'all. It's 8:30 Central Standard Time, okay? So I can continue reading. Were there times when the defendant had control of your phone? Correct. So when you wrote those things, was that at the defendant's discretion or direction? Correct. Is it fair to say that those things are not true? Correct. So we talked about some of the letters that the defendant asked you to write containing some false information. And also you testified about some potential embarrassing information, such as false statements that you had been molested by family members. Correct. In addition to writing about this embarrassing information, were there times when the defendant ever directed you to video record yourself doing something embarrassing? Correct. What, if anything, did the defendant direct you to video record yourself doing? Ew. Okay, sorry. Basically being sexual and seductive with body fluids. Ew. Yo. I'm thinking the body fluids is urine. Or it could be his semen or what. I don't know. Okay, let's keep going. Now, on the occasion where the defendant had you record yourself doing something with the bodily fluid, what did you use to record? The iPad. Y'all inform Quana of what's going on, somebody. And where did you get the iPad from? From him? From the defendant? Yes. And where did you record this? In the hotel bathroom. And where was the defendant while you were recording? In the room, outside of the bathroom? Did you want to be doing what you were doing in that recording? Yep, it was urine, y'all. She was in the bathroom. Let's see. And where did you record this? In the hotel bathroom. So it must have been urine. Did you want to be doing what you were doing in that recording? She says no. And who, if anyone, was instructing you what to say and do in that recording? Rob. After you were done recording, what did you do with that video? I just gave him the iPad. You testified that you yourself wrote letters containing false information. Did you ever see anyone else write letters similar to the ones that you've testified about here today? I never saw, but I came across letters that I believe Dominique wrote. Mr. Koenig, objection. The judge overruled. And where did you see the letters that Dominique wrote? In a drawer in the guest house? In the defendant's guest house? Correct. Did you ever hear the defendant instructing others to write similar types of letters? Yes. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn on the fan. It's getting a little hot in here. Okay, y'all got the fan on. If that is disturbing y'all as far as the sound, let me know. I'll turn it down. I just got a little hot. Can you explain to the jurors the circumstances in which you heard this? She says, I believe on the Sprinter. Now that's too hot. You were on the Sprinter. Was the defendant there? She says, correct. And what was the defendant doing? Talking to the girls on something they were writing? And just being mindful of who the girl are that you are referring to. Jane and Joycelyn. Uh-oh. Ask Riel, y'all. Ask Riel and Joycelyn. And what, if anything, did you hear the defendant say to Jane and Joycelyn? I don't remember exactly, but I just know it was in direction of telling them what to say. What to say in the letter? She says, correct. Was there ever an occasion where your mother visited you? Here we go, y'all. Uh-oh, getting the mother's part. All right, Alice, stand up, girl. Was there ever an occasion where your mother visited you when you were staying with the defendant? Correct. Where were you when your mother visited you? In Chicago. And when your mother came to visit, what, if anything, happened? I know she made Rob uncomfortable with her being there. I wanted her to leave her phone at the front and write a letter in the sauna, basically saying everything that those other letters said. So when you say I didn't hear the pronoun you used, but who wanted to be comfortable? Rob. And who asked your mother to write this letter? I asked her to write it. What? And why did you ask your mother to write this letter? For Rob, to make him feel comfortable. And did Rob instruct you to ask your mother? Correct. So what, if anything, did you say to your mother when the defendant asked you to tell your mother to write a letter? What did I say to my mother? Yes. I was just telling her that he just wants her to write this letter so he feels comfortable if she were to come against him in any type of way. She didn't want to write it, but she wanted to be around me. So she wrote it and obviously knew what she was writing wasn't true. Wow. Wow. Mind y'all, you remember, hold on, I gotta come on camera with this. Wow. Mind you guys, remember this man has a camera everywhere. So I wonder if they got this video of her mom in the sauna, bucket naked, writing this letter. Let's continue and see what had happened was. And you testified that it was similar statements to the other statements that we've read in the letters. Blackmailing and all that stuff. Yes. What, if anything, did your mother do with the letter once she was done writing it? And she gave it to me, and I believe I gave it to an assistant. Do you remember which assistant? I believe Diana. Now, you mentioned that this took place in the sauna. Correct. Why did it take place in the sauna? Because that felt for him to be the safest place. Child. Wow. So he felt like that was the safest place. We're going to get into it. We get in the guts of this. I'm going to have to push the after party back even further. But so Rob felt like the sauna was a safe place. But he has cameras everywhere, remember? Y'all remember that? Let's get into the details of this and see if we're using our witnesses' minds. Why did it take place in the sauna? Because that felt for him to be the safest place. The judge, why specifically? What happened when you say the safest place? I guess because in the sauna, well, she had on a towel. So no clothes. Just to make sure there was no hidden microphones or something. I don't really know why the sauna. That's my only wow. Y'all did. Wow. Whose idea was it to use the sauna? Rob's. Next question. Other than writing that letter on that trip, did your mother have to sign or write anything else? maybe NDA. But other than that, I think that was it. Going back for a moment to the video that the defendant had you record involving a bodily fluid. How did you feel having to make that video? Humiliated, yeah. Was that something that you wanted to do? No. During the time when you were with the defendant, did you ever engage in sexual activity with the defendant that involved other women? Yes. So you previously testified about other women, including Jane, Joy, Dominique, V, and Juice, who were also the defendant's girlfriends. Do you remember testifying about that? Yes, I won't say all of them. There was a sexual, who, if anyone, do you recall engaging in sexual activity involving one or more of those females and the defendant? Azriel, Dominique, and Joy. Wow. Let's continue. Did you want to engage in sexual activity with these other women? No. Whose idea was it to engage in sexual activity with these women? Rob's. And during these sexual encounters, was the defendant present? Yes. Now, you testified that you didn't want to be engaging in sexual activity with these women. Were there times when you made your discomfort known to the defendant? Yes. How would you do that? By just my facial expression, attitude. What happened when your facial expressions and attitude were not enthusiastic? Basically, him pulling me to the side, telling me to get it together. Now, were any of these sexual encounters with other women and the defendant, were they ever recorded? Yes. Is safe and not missing. Okay, good. And what did the defendant use to record them? The iPad. During the sexual encounters, who, if anyone, was in charge? Rob. And how would he demonstrate that he was in charge? By directing what to do. When you say directing, what kinds of things did the defendant direct? Mainly them coming on to me. Ew, bro. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Baby, Maine, you're gone. You get on up out here, Maino, baby. Okay. Where was I? As we were. And when you say direct, what, if anything, would the defendant... Oh, Katie, you didn't get your ranch? Child, let me get it. I got you, baby. Hold on. I'm sorry, love. There your ranch. Come on, moderators. Mount up. Okay. Let's continue. Hey, new people coming in. Y'all lurking in the bushes. Hello. How y'all doing? Mainly them coming on to me. And when you say direct, what, if anything, would the defendant say during these encounters? I don't recall. I just know, telling you, what to do. I don't know exactly. When you say what to do you mean what to do sexually? It's sexually, yes. So in addition to the sexual encounters that you had with the defendant and other women, did you engage in sexual activity with the defendant and other men? Yes. What other men or man do you recall engaging in sexual activity with that involve you and the defendant? He called him nephew. Oh, ho, ho. Well now. Okay. And could you, and y'all, nephew is John Doe number 2. That was John Doe number 2. Okay. That was nephew. And if she says at any point in time in these transcripts that she didn't want to do that, that's prostitution, y'all. Okay? While people are in delusion, okay, that's prostitution. Okay. Let's continue. And could you describe nephew? Light skin, tall, African American. Is nephew the one that tried to bribe ass? No. That's John Doe 1. That's our line. I'm showing the witness was in evidence as government exhibit 68. Do you recognize the individual in government 68? Yes. Who is that? The one referred as nephew. At any point, did you know nephew's name? No. Do you know whether or not nephew was actually related to the defendant? I don't believe so. And did it come to happen that you engaged in sexual activity with nephew and the defendant? Nephew is not Bubba. It's 3 different men involved in this. There's Bubba, which was his main guy. Nephew, which was somebody he groomed, as well as Arline, which is the cousin or Rich. I remember Rob talking about it, and then I believe in Chicago one time we were in a hotel room. And what happened in the hotel room in Chicago? I don't know how to, just generally speaking, sex, you know. Did you engage in sex with nephew, the individual in government exhibit 68? Yes. And did the defendant, I didn't see, no. With respect to nephew, did you engage in sexual activity with him while the defendant was there on more than one occasion? Twice. And you mentioned you discussed one time. Do you recall where the other time occurred? I believe it was in Miami. And again, what's wrong? What, if anything, I know you testify you didn't know his name, but what, if anything, did you learn about nephew? I didn't really know much about him. Did you learn where nephew worked? I want to say McDonald's, but I really don't remember during these encounters involving nephew and the defendant. Did you want to be having sex with nephew? Here's the prostitution part, or sex trafficking, if you will. No. And who, if anyone, directed your sexual activity with nephew? Rob. Enterprise. Oh, okay. During these sexual encounters with nephew, were they recorded? Yes. Who recorded them? Rob. And what did he use to record? iPad. During the sexual encounters that you had with the defendant, either alone or involving other people, did the defendant use condoms? No. So he also could have exposed her to a sexually transmitted disease. That's illegal. Now, during sexual encounters that just involved you and the defendant, did he ever record those? Yes. And what would he use to record those sexual encounters? An iPad. At any point, did you ever see any of the videos involving either yourself or other people engaged in sexual activity with the defendant? Yes. And how did you come to see those? He would show me. Idiot. 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 Why would you show evidence to anyone? Dumb. But y'all, that's the level of narcissism. Look at my work. Look how I killed him. Why would you show anybody? Now she can bear witness to the evidence. But what do we know, huh? What we know, witness gang? What do we know over here? We're all delusional. I feed y'all lies, even when I'm reading the transcripts. Let's continue. And how did you come to see those? He would show me, meaning the defendant would show you. Correct. Now, you mentioned that the defendant used an iPad to record these encounters. How many iPads did you see the defendant with? I'm not sure how many. I just know it's more than one. And where, if anywhere, would you see these iPads? A book bag. Damn backpack. That darn backpack. Whose book bag? Rob's book bag. Did you ever see a recording of yourself engaged in sexual activity with the defendant while the defendant wasn't around? Can you ask that one more time? Did there ever come a time where you were able to see a recording of you engaged in sexual activity with the defendant when the defendant wasn't around? No. You testified previously that you would see the defendant keep iPads in a, I'm sorry, what was the word you described? A book bag? Now, is that the same thing as a backpack? Backpack? Yeah. Idiot. 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 During your sexual activity with the defendant, what, if anything, did the defendant say to you about how he wanted you to dress during certain sexual activity? Sometimes it would be, role play, dress up, costume, and in what way would you role play? Sometimes as a cartoon Disney character. Anything else? A young girl? And did the defendant ask you to role play as a young girl? Yes. When you say young girl, did he ever discuss with you an age? I can't recall. At some point, did your relationship with the defendant end? Yes. And approximately when was that? I think it was I know it was December going on New Year's of maybe 2018. So New Year's into 2018. Well, it was December of maybe 2017 going on to 2018. I don't really remember. I just know it was December. And how did it come to be that your relationship with the defendant ended? We were at a hotel in LA. And it was just around Christmas and there was just a lot going on. So I think I kind of just was over it at that moment. And yeah, one of my friends came, she lived nearby, and picked me up. And that was the last time I've seen him. Prior to your leaving, did you have a conversation with the defendant at the hotel? Yeah, he was outside when I left. What about before you left inside of the hotel. Y'all catch though that say, okay, y'all did, y'all own it. Thank you. Get the rest of them. Thank you. Thank you. What about before you left inside of the hotel? Hold on, y'all. Sorry, y'all. What about before you left inside of the hotel? Yeah, we had a little argument the night before, and what happened during the argument? Sorry, y'all. I think it was me arguing about him being with other girls. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Child, please. I'm sorry, girl. It probably was, but seriously, all this stuff you've been experiencing with this man, and you want to sit up here and act like you want to be the only one now. Halle, girl, bye. What, if anything, did the defendant do? I mean, we just were arguing back and forth. Did you have a cell phone with you at the time? Yes. And what, if anything, happened to your cell phone? He took it, but then he gave it back. So I had my cell phone then. Okay, let me come on real quick. This is the reason why it's kind of like a difference when you're older. Now it's even playing fields here. Now, do I condone him beating, bashing, and doing all this to these older women? No. But girl, you done had threesomes with men, cat, dog, your urine, and then you want to sit here and say you had an argument about other girls? Halle. I told you I'm biased, but I'm fair, girl. During the course of your relationship, other than Rob, what, if anything, did the defendant ask you to call him? Daddy. Now, after your relationship ended with the defendant, did you ever speak publicly about certain aspects of your relationship with the defendant? Yes. Are you familiar with the docu-series Surviving R.Kelly? Yes. Did you participate in the docu-series? Yes. What, if anything, did you provide to the makers of the docu-series as part of your participation? Pictures? What kind of pictures? Pictures of us, you know, the good times. Did you also discuss incidents of abuse on the docu-series or physical altercations with the defendant? Not that I recall. Boom. Okay, I'm sorry. No shade. I told y'all. Let me come back on here real quick. I'll try to tell y'all. Prosecution does not represent these victims. They're trying to find the truth. So that's why I'm saying, if they find something sounds shaky, or if they're gonna hold you to task. Rightfully so. We're here for the truth, right? Now, that's why I was excited to hear Halle, because Halle said her natural light ass on the docu-series, on radio, in her grown state. And she went in and was supporting her mans. I'm just saying, this is where I be saying, and I remember somebody grabbing a soundbite when I say, this is a grown woman making choices. And you chose to keep going back to this situation. Not saying that this woman couldn't have had Stockholm syndrome or whatever the case may be, but to me, it sounds like it was a lot of abuse in this relationship, a lot of freakiness in this relationship. However, it was something that she consented to as an adult. Again, do I condone the abuse? No, but I told y'all, prosecution, they work for the government. They don't represent none of these victims at all. So I just wanted to put that in there. But like I told you, I'm fair. Like, I'm not going to be on here. Oh, she did wonderful. Hell, no. Nope. Nope. But I digress. Not that I can recall. I do know they edited it out. They wanted to edit it, but I am pretty sure I didn't go into detail on that. Now, you previously discussed that in the beginning of your relationship, or there were times in your relationship that were good with the defendant, correct? Correct. And there were other times that were not good, correct? Correct. During your public statements, did you talk about both of those facets of your relationship? Yeah, good question. And didn't I just say that? Mostly, I feel like I spoke on the positive side publicly. Boom, I told y'all that. I just told y'all that. I was wondering if she was going to be on trial because she spoke so highly of him. And she did on the docuseries too. Because if y'all remember that second part, it was more neutral. Not more neutral, but it was fair. You had both aspects. So that's why when he got on that Gayle King show interview and was talking about everybody said bad stuff. No, they didn't. Not everybody didn't. Anyway, and were there things that you didn't mention, for example, some of the things you testified here today when you were publicly speaking? Correct? Now, you testified that you participated in the docu-series, Surviving R.Kelly. Now, are you familiar? Is it fair to say that's a 2-part series? She says yes. And which part of the docu-series did you participate in? The second part, I told y'all that just now. The second part was, do you remember approximately when that was? I don't remember. It might have been last year, maybe August. I don't really remember. Now, when you say last year, do you mean 2020? Correct. So you don't remember the month, but perhaps sometime in 2020. Correct. Okay, let me push this back again. Oh, itchy. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Hey, baby girl. All right, let me scroll this up. And you testify that you provided photographs to the docuseries. Did you receive any payment for the docuseries? Correct. Now, how much payment did you receive? I think it was like $1,000 to $1,500. I don't fully remember. I'm gonna come back on here real quick because I want to point this out because everybody was talking that chink and chong about them receiving payment when they did a service. If I write a book about what I went through, run me my check. So I don't understand why everybody was in a hoopla. Oh, they received money. Yeah. I'm sitting behind here. I'm providing my story. This is production. Produce my check. Let's continue. I'm sure the witness was in evidence as Government Exhibit 48. Do you recognize this individual? She says yes. Who do you recognize that individual to be? Dr. McGrath? Sorry, did you say McGrath? Correct. Y'all, we're going to stop on this page and go to Fates after this. Correct. And who, if anyone, was that individual in relation to the defendant? Rob's doctor. Did you ever meet this individual in person? Yes. And where did you meet this individual? Cigar lounge. And who, if anyone else, was with Dr. McGrath when you met him? His wife, Janine, would be sometimes. Your Honor, if I could just have one moment. Sure. Pause in proceedings. Nothing further. The judge, I think this might be a good time. This is perfect. Yes, perfect. I think this might be a good time to take our afternoon break. So don't talk about the case. See you in a few minutes. The courtroom deputy. All rise. Jury exits. The judge says everybody can sit down. The witness can step out. And we're going to stop there, you guys, and go on into Fate's transcript. So please notate, you guys, or do me a time count. On page 2985 is where we stop. We will continue on page 2986. 2986. I said 2986. 2986. I said 2986. 2986. I said 2986. Okay, we're going to stop there and we're going to go into Fates. And y'all, if it's okay, I pushed our after party back for another 30 minutes to 9 o'clock, okay? But y'all know we be staying up late anyway. So hopefully that's okay. And hopefully all you guys, all 101 of you guys join us. If not, it's okay. What, Demi? You can come say hi real quick, Demi. And I will be playing the audio from the whole interview from New York Times tonight. Okay, we're about to look at Fate's transcripts, okay? I love y'all. Okay, I got to change the lower third so you guys know what we're doing. You can come say hi to him. You were in the chat. Y'all, that's my baby. 3 shots in. She under her daddy's account. But that's Demi. Y'all say hi to my baby girl. If y'all don't mind. Look in the chat. You want to come say hi real quick before I get into these transcripts and you're going to have to skedaddle. They can't see you.
Oh, you.
Get over here. Get back here.
Okay.
Yeah, go that way. Say hi.
Hi.
Pull my wig off. All right, baby. Thank you. All right, y'all. Here we go. They say hi, honey. Hey, Whitney's baby. Hey, pretty girl. They saying hi to you. That's my rainbow baby, y'all. She came after my storm. Okay, so we're on Fate's transcript, y'all. Perfect timing. It's 8:34. So we're going to try to get in roughly about, I want to say about 20 minutes. So I can engage with you guys, ask questions, and then we can get ready to go to the next stream. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link in here so you guys can already have it. So y'all don't have to find it and bounce around. And we're going to continue over there, okay? But anyways, let's continue, okay? These are Faith Rodgers. For people that's coming in or whatever, let them know. What do you recognize this to be? She says the studio. Is that the studio that you saw the defendant at in Chicago in June of 2017? She said, she said, oh, yeah. She said, correct. Now, do you recall how you got to the studio that day? She said, Diana called me, an Uber to the studio. And what happened after you arrived at the studio? Once I arrived at the studio, I let Diana know I was there. She said she would let Mr. Kelly know, and somebody would be with me shortly to open the door. Now, at some point, did somebody open the door? She says, yes. Who was that? R.Kelly. What happened after that? Well, he opened the door. He said, hey. He had a smile on his face. He was friendly, warm. We walked inside. I looked around for a little bit, not long. He was directing me where to go. And I said something like, you still have your Christmas tree up in normal tone? He was like, shh. And I wasn't even yelling. He sat by the bar and we sat by the bar and he looked at me. At the time, I had a black eye. I told him about it. He looked at me. He said, titty's still there. Your ass still there. Okay, stand up. I stood up again. He turned me around. He was like, yeah, I don't look that bad. That was the end of the conversation about my eye. What? What? Let me run that back. What? What? Let me run that back. Let me read that real quick. Maybe I went too fast. Get out, go take the phone and go out for a second because this is a little explicit, baby. I will. Okay, let's run that back real quick. And I said something like, you still have your Christmas tree up, in a normal tone. He was like, shh. And I wasn't even yelling. We sat by the bar and he looked at me. At the time, I had a black eye. I told him about it. He looked at me. He said, titty's still there. Your ass still there. Okay, stand up. I stood up again. He turned me around. He was like, your eye don't look that bad. That was the end of the conversation about my eye. Child. Wow. We sat not even for a full 5 minutes. Again, I said something. He said shh again. He was looking back, making sure nobody was coming. He looked back, looked forward, pulled his penis out of his pants. We were this close to each other. He said, suck on daddy. And he pulled my neck down to start giving him oral sex. Oh my God. About how long had you been in the building at that moment? At that point? About 10 minutes. Before that happened, what, if anything, did the defendant say to you about your clothes? Again, when I walked in, he had told me to take off my pants. I had told him that I was on my period. Right away, he told me, don't say you're on your period. Say your friend came. Say it. So I said my friend came. He said, okay. That's when he looked back for a couple seconds. Conversation wasn't long. And pulled out his penis. After he pulled out his penis, where did he put his penis? In my mouth? About how long did that go on for? It was probably like 30 minutes long. It was a long time. After the defendant finished, at some point, did he say anything to you? He told me that his words were, if he wants to go to a movie and the movie is 2 hours long, he said it might be me and you. The movie might be 2 hours long, but you are going to be sucking my dick the whole time. Damn. He kind of just chuckled. I was like, oh, okay. After that, he looked at me. He said he wanted to take some pictures of me. He told me to text Diana and tell her to get me an Uber to take me to the water tower to get some lingerie from Victoria's Secret. He dug in his pocket and pulled out $200. He told me to buy some lingerie, and Diana would arrange everything. You mentioned the water tower. What is the water tower? A shopping center in Chicago? What was going through your head after that interaction? I really was just, again, confused. Like, we didn't really get to talk much that time. It was really rushed. So I felt like he had something to do. So after I went to the mall, bought some lingerie, and he never saw me again on that trip. At any point on that trip, did the defendant tell you he had herpes? No. Or any other sexually transmitted disease? No. Where, if anything, did you go after you left Chicago? Back to San Antonio. How, if at all, did the defendant and you keep in contact after the Chicago trip? Texting, calling, FaceTiming, consistent conversations, the same as before. Nothing changed. At some point after this Chicago trip, without seeing what you read, did you come across a negative article about the defendant? Uh-oh. Correct. Around when was that? Around July of 2017. At some point, did you have a conversation with the defendant about those matters that you had seen? Correct. We had a conversation. It wasn't direct. It was through text. And I had noticed that he would normally call me in the morning or whatever. And his calls and texts had slowed down. So I texted him. I said, I hope you're okay. I didn't really accuse him of anything. I didn't ask. I said, I hope you're okay. I know it's a lot that is going on. He texted me back and said, thank you, and to pray for him. And that right now, a lot of people were against him. And he was like, he wouldn't have to cheat anybody. Did you see the defendant after that? Yes. Where did you see him again? After that trip, I saw him again in Dallas. Around when was that? December of 2017. About 6 months after you saw him in Chicago? Correct. And how did you travel to Dallas? Diana arranged for my plane ticket to be booked. Now, where did you fly to Dallas from? San Antonio. Did Diana book your flights? She did. Who paid for your flights? R.Kelly. About how long did you stay in Dallas? I stayed in Dallas for about a 3-day trip. Where did you stay in Dallas? At the Stetler? Is that a hotel? Yes. Who made the hotel arrangements for you? Diana Copeland did. Who paid for the hotel? R.Kelly. What, if anything, was the defendant in Dallas for at that time? He had a concert. Where, if anywhere, did you see the defendant after you arrived in Dallas? I first saw him at a cigar bar. How was it that you ended up at the cigar bar? Diana had arranged it for a car to pick me up from the hotel and meet him at the cigar bar. When you say him, referring to the defendant. Correct. What happened when you got to the cigar bar? When I arrived at the cigar bar, he was already there. His entourage, his friend was there. It's like a shopping center, but there are benches and things in the front. I was like a little bit, it was like a little bit of people, not a whole bunch, but they were all fans. Now, when I pulled up, he took his last couple of pictures. When he saw that I was there, he asked everybody to put their phones up. After that, we walked outside the cigar bar. When you say we, who walked inside the cigar bar? Me, Diana, R.Kelly, and his entourage. What happened? You got inside? What happened? You got inside? Once we got inside, right away, Diana told me where to sit. She was sitting across from me. There was nobody there for me to interact with. There was a gentleman I did not know to my left, 2 seats away. He was talking to the owners, just being friendly. And they offered me a bottle of champagne. He got me a bottle of champagne. Who offered you a bottle of champagne? R.Kelly. And what happened after you were offered champagne? After I got the champagne, I was sitting there, probably had like 2 glasses of champagne for the amount of time I was there. There was a moment where I had my legs crossed to the left, and there was a man on my left side, and he had came behind me, and he whispered in my ear. He said, "Sit up and straighten my legs and turn them the other way." Who said that? R.Kelly. He told me that my legs should never be pointed to another man when I'm in public with him. Where, if anywhere, did you go after the cigar bar? Well, after the cigar bar, there was an older gentleman there that he said was an uncle. And he told me to get in the car with him and Diana. Would ride with me to the venue, that we would follow the sprinter, and we did. Now, did you see what, if any, car the defendant got into? His sprinter. What happened after you got to the concert venue? Oh, sorry. Trying to adjust that real quick. Okay. When we arrived to the concert venue, we arrived in the back. We walked to his dressing room. Diana was there with me as well. She showed me his side of the dressing room. There was some Hennessy and cranberry juice. He told her to make me a drink. She did. I had maybe a cup or 2 before the show started. Okay, this underage drinking. But anyways, let's continue along with the champagne. There was a moment where it was just me and Diana. He came in and told her she could leave. And it was just me and him. We engaged in sex before the show. At that point, how much had you had to drink that day? I had a little bit of champagne before. I was drinking Hennessy and cranberry, probably a cup and a half. I wasn't belligerently drunk, but I was feeling it. What, if anything, happened after the defendant had sex with you that day? After we had sex, Diana knocked before she entered, and she let him know he had 10 minutes. So again, he got dressed and he went on stage. Diana, she walked me to where I was going to be sitting. Again, my seat was close to the stage, to where he could see me. I could see him. Question. And did you stay for the whole concert? Sorry, y'all. I can't check my IG on. Hold on, baby. And did you stay for the whole concert? She says yes. How, if at all, did the defendant interact with you during the concert? She says again, just like the times before, coming like right where I was. This time he was a little bit more direct. It caught the attention of the people behind me. He was just entertaining, I guess, me from where I was at. What happened after the concert? After the concert, we went backstage. Diana had came and got me from my seat again, escorted me backstage. The backstage room, it was pretty big. There is like a curtain that split the room in the middle. I could hear other people on the other side, but I couldn't see them. I heard there was like a younger woman and her mom, and they were playing her music. I could hear them laughing, things like that. They ended up coming on the side that I was on to change a song. I could hear him too on that side as well, but I wasn't entertaining. I wasn't entertaining them. They weren't entertaining me. It was just me and Diana. There was a moment where he had peeked in again. He was like, Diana, make her a drink. She got up right away, made me another drink. That's really what the scene was like backstage. Now, did Diana make you more than one drink? Yes. Had you had anything to eat that point? No. Dang. So, where did you go? Where, if anywhere, did you go after this time backstage? I didn't go anywhere backstage. I just stayed back there. My question was unclear. Did you leave that area that you were in at some point? Yes. Where, if anywhere, did you go? Back to the hotel. How did you get there? Uber. When you got back to the hotel, what kind of state were you in? When I got back to the hotel, I was drunk by then. Did you hear from the defendant after you got back to the hotel? I probably had like maybe 2 hours of sleep, and he was knocking on the door. And what happened then? He came in again. We had sex. I don't remember this time if it was recorded or not. And that was it. He had left some jewelry there. So the next day, I let him know he had left his jewelry. Did you see the defendant again on that trip? Yes. When did you see him? When he came to get his jewelry. Did he come back to your hotel room? Yes. When he got back to your hotel room, what, if anything, do you recall the defendant saying to you? Our conversation in the hotel room, that was really one of the more serious conversations we ever really had. I had never seen him cry until that conversation, or really get deep into his personal self, his personal life. When he walked in, he didn't seem like super happy, but he didn't seem upset. I thought he was just coming to get his jewelry. He went on. He went on. Hold on, y'all. Oh goodness. Gotta change my battery. Hold on, y'all. Okay. I'm still here though. Sorry, y'all. I had to do that real quick. Where was I? Okay, he went on. He went on a ramble. He said, people always talk about the bad I've done, but they never talk about the good. He stated that nobody ever talks about the money he donates to charity. They don't talk about the events that he's had to give back. Or how he likes to feed the homeless. Things like that. He got really emotional. He had expressed to me some things that happened to him when he was a child. What, if anything, did the defendant say during that conversation about protecting him? He asked me if I would protect him. And what happened after that? After he asked me if I would protect him, I said yes. That came with a brief pause. After that, he told me that an attorney was going to be coming up and she has some papers for me to sign. He was like, just some papers, that state our business is our business and that you'll protect me. And again, he asked me again, he said, will you protect me? I said yes. After that, he goes on. He finishes telling me things. It gets deeper. He says, because we hadn't seen each other in a couple of months since the last trip, he says there's been a lot said about me, a lot going on. He revealed to me, he said, there is some females that I'm raising. I have a group of women that I raise. He said, some women have been with me for 5 years. Some women have been with me for a year. Some women have been with me for 15 years. He stated that these women were his family, that they protect him, that they love each other. He really presented it like a family dynamic, not so much like a relationship, but more like they were a family. He stated that the reason why he liked me was that I reminded him of the girls. And I asked him, I said, do you all sleep together? He said, yes. I had told him I'm not into girls at all. He said, well, if I want both of you suck my dick, ultimately, it's about pleasing me. So you're going to suck my dick with her. Again, it was just one of those things I tried to chuckle off. I didn't think like, Okay, I guess so. He must be serious. He paused again. He kind of had this look on his face like he was uncomfortable after he had told me everything. He said, "You know, you were at the concert, right?" I said, "Yes." He said, "You were right there." He said, "And the girls," referring to the girls, he said, "they were on the side of me. You didn't even know." He said, "Wherever I go, they go." He had explained to me that it's a group of them. They are involved. He said they love each other, but he was like, as far as talking about ex-boyfriends or anything really too personal, he said that they didn't discuss that with one another. That he said he trusted them and they trusted him back. You testified that the defendant said something to you about a lawyer coming up to the room and you signing something. Correct. Now, did a lawyer end up coming to the room? No, the attorney never came. Did the defendant talk to you about anything that he wanted you to write? After maybe about 30 minutes of his sitting there, no attorney came. Again, when he's in deep thought, he'll pause. And he said that, again, he needed me to protect him. He said that there was going to be, basically, he needed me to write down something about my family that I didn't want anybody to know. And I said, well, there's nothing I could think of that I don't want anybody to know. Nothing about your dad or your mom. No. He's like, I can help you with that. What did you understand him to mean? That he would need me, that he would help me come up with a lie to form on my family or my parents if I couldn't think of one on my own. Shortly after that, he asked me to pull out my phone, and I pulled out my phone, and he said this time he gave me another number to group text with. He had me group text these numbers. He said, I want you to text this. He told me exactly what to text, down to what emoji to use. He said, text this for me. Here we go, y'all. Hey, Angelo. Here we go, y'all. Y'all ready? Okay, let's see what he told her to text. Daddy, I want to be with you and the girls. He was like, put praying hands emojis. Like this. Like, please. He asked me if I understood what to type. I said yes. He said, did you send it? I said yes. He said, good. After that, he told me to get dressed. We were going to go out. And I did. The letter that he asked you to write with things about your family, did you end up doing that? No. Was it after that that the text you sent was a group text? Is that right? Correct. Now, did you have any understanding about who that text was being sent to? I was sending the group text to all of his numbers. He has different phones. I was sending that text to multiple phones belonging to the defendant. Correct. What, if anything, did the defendant say to you in that hotel room in Dallas about rules? He had, y'all get those films. Thank you. He had let me know that they had rules and that pretty much they are understood. They are followed. He has a way to be greeted, down to rules as to when he walks in the room. Okay, come on, screen. Okay. Okay, all right, next one. Everybody greets each other. They all kiss him. Things like that. When you say they, now who are you referring to? The girls, the defendant's girls. Correct. What, if any, impression did you have about why the defendant was telling you all these things? The impression that I had was, I guess, he felt like we were at Mr. Mechanic. Objection. The judge. I'll sustain that as to form. What was going through your head after the defendant told you these things? I guess that he trusted me, Mr. Mechanic. Same objection, Your Honor. Ms. Shahada, it's her own thoughts. The judge. Thank you for telling me that. The objection is sustained. Now, after he told you to get dressed, did he say anything? What to get dressed for? He said we were going out. He asked me what there was to do in Dallas since I was from Texas, and I told him there were hookah bars open on Sunday late. After you got dressed, where, if anywhere, did you go? Sorry, y'all. Oh no. Okay, what is going on? Okay, y'all. At this time, I'm gonna keep reading, but I'm about to share this link for the after party, so you guys can go ahead and start pouring in, because I'm about to get ready to wrap it here, and we're gonna chit chat about everything there. Okay. So here's the link in the chat right now. Okay. Anyways, and then we're going to talk about the charter bus. Angelo, I want you to come over to the after party so we can discuss everything. But yes, you guys that don't know, we're going to get a charter bus to go and witness R.Kelly sentence. We're going to, once we hear the verdict, they're going to then tell him when the sentencing is. And then we're going to actually get together to get a charter to go out there in support. Silence real quick said, if girls like a guy, is he wrong? If girls like a guy, he's absolutely wrong. Now, if women like a guy, no. But they're not, they shouldn't be subjected to abuse because they're grown. Respectfully, silence. All right, let me wrap this last page up. We went downstairs to his room. He sent me downstairs to his room after we got dressed. The defendant took you downstairs, correct? Did you know where you were going when you were leaving your hotel room? I was under the impression that we were leaving, like going out, headed to the hookah bar, correct? What happened when you got to the defendant's hotel room? When I got to R.Kelly's hotel room, he was knocking on the door. He didn't just go in. He opened the door, and there was another woman in the room. How if at, oh, God dang it. How if at all did that other woman greet the defendant? Y'all think this was the one time where Faith was talking about Joycelyn? But anyways, let's continue. How if at all did that other woman greet the defendant after the door opened? She said, "Hey, Daddy." She had a big smile on her face and she kissed him. What happened next? He turned to kiss me. And what, if anything, did the defendant say? I was like, "You're going to kiss me after you just kissed her?" He was like, "Yes." He reminded again, that's how they greet. Now, did the defendant say anything about who this woman was? He introduced her to me as Joy. Okay, y'all, we're going to stop there. And we stopped on page 2202. And we're going to start back up at 2203. And we're about to get ready to head to this after party, y'all. The link is in the comments. Katie said, "Oh man, yeah, I left y'all on that cliffhanger." Yep. Y'all gotta tune in. I may even read in the after party, but you gotta come to the after party. So I just may read the continuation in the after party. The link is in the chat. Okay, head on over. Y'all can go ahead. It's already pre-scheduled, so go ahead and get in. Okay, go ahead and get in. The link is in the description box. I just put it in there. Okay, we're gonna chop it up with y'all for a little bit before it's time for us to head over. But if you guys want to see the continuation of the script reading, go into the after party. Okay, the link is in the chat. It got interesting, didn't it? Let me see what you guys have to say real quick, and we're finna turn up. G says, "Whit, can you get the actual charging documents?" I'm gonna be honest with you, G, and maybe you need to reach out to me. You need to slide in my DMs, like for real. I don't get what's that called, peso, whatever y'all was telling me. I don't get that site. Let me get in over there. Get in, Wes. Y'all, the link is in the description box. I may continue over there. I just kind of feel pressure right now to get that out, but the after party, we play music and stuff like that, and we have deep conversations. I just wanted this to be separated, you know, but I don't get that site. I get confused. So I wouldn't mind trying to look and getting any of the documents or evidence or anything, but I get lost on Pacer or Pace, whatever the thing is. Wow, it got interesting. It did get interesting. West Coast said, "Let me get over there." Yes, go ahead, y'all. Go on and click your reminders so you can go in there. We're going in 15 minutes. I just needed a few minutes to run and go put on something else because this is too dolled up, baby. We gotta get amped up. Katie said, "Already over there, right?" We're gonna turn up, y'all. I deserve this. Not trying to say it like that, but I'm just saying, like, I didn't get to turn up the other day because I had 2-8. When we get off of here, I'm gonna pop in some more, and then we're gonna get litty. Nicole said, "What are the charges in Illinois?" And okay, so the charges, we read that, didn't we? You guys, let me go back to it because we literally just read it. I got you, honey bunches. Hold on. Oh, did I minimize it? I can just do this. I'm gonna look the charges up for you, little bug. Hold on. Found them. Okay. All right, Nicole. I got you, baby. Okay, I'm gonna read the charges for you that are in Illinois. I actually can put them on the screen so you can see them. Okay. So it's right here. I'll share my screen so you guys all can see it. Okay, here we go. Oh, the hell. Right here, y'all. It's right here. Let me make it big. For those that are interested in the charges, they're right there. Are those it? No, that's not it. It's up here. Sorry, that's not it. There you go. They're the charge right there. I'm not gonna be able to highlight all of them. Hold on, let me see. There you go. Here you go. So it says, Nicole, just to let you know. Yeah, I missed it. No, you're okay, Nicole, baby. You're okay. I don't mind reading it back to you. So 13 count indictment released in July 2019 in the Northern District of Illinois. So he has a 13 count indictment in Illinois. Videotaping himself having sex with at least 4 girls younger than 18. They got those videos. And then it says, let's scroll down. So in Illinois, he has indicted Calhoun. Okay, so Illinois, he has 10 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse involving 4 alleged victims, 3 whom were listed as younger than 17. Then it says that indictment was followed a few months later by another one from a Cook County grand jury on 11 counts, ranging from aggravated criminal sexual assault and criminal sexual assault to aggravated criminal sexual abuse. Okay, now this is in Minnesota, Nicole. In August of 2019, the county attorney's office in Minnesota announced that Kelly was charged with 2 counts of prostitution with a person under 18. It says, according to the criminal complaint, a woman said the incident happened in 2001 when she was 17. So those are the counts for the counties. Hot crowd. So yeah, that's that on that. So those indictments are testimonies. Don't get me lying. I don't know the cases for those areas. Don't get me lying on that. I have no idea. Okay, let's see. Anything else, y'all? We got it. Come on, y'all want to get litty with me? Let's get crunk. I'm actually going, you know what? I'm gonna actually show y'all how to mix this drink. I love this drink. Okay. All right. It's delicious. Okay. All right. I'm grown. 21. Don't I look 21? I'm 34. Okay. But y'all, it's a bomb drink. So y'all gotta tune in. Y'all have to. We're gonna have fun tonight. Okay. So if you want to, it's already up. The link is in the chat. Somebody grab it and post it. Y'all can spam my chat with it, but post the link. Yeah, it's going down. We're gonna have fun tonight. I told y'all, look, it's a celebrate. Y'all know I won't be drinking on my channel and stuff like that. I just promote overage drinking. So yes, all 85, head on over. It's in the link is in the description box. Y'all, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna play games. Y'all, I got a game we're gonna play. Here it is right here. Head on over there now. Y'all can go and wait over there now. Or get your drinks, get your snacks and stuff like that. We're going to talk about the trial with it not being a verdict today. We're going to talk about all of that. But we're going to play this celebrity. Who is it? So Sabrina said, baby, I'm going to drink my rum punch already. I'm going to drink my rum punch. Yes. So get your snacks and come on back. Like, for real. If nothing more, y'all, we're going to continue to read these transcripts until we get a verdict. But until then, like I told y'all, chill. Okay? It's nothing else we can do. Even me reading these transcripts at this point doesn't matter. I mean, it didn't even matter then. It's just interesting to see how everything unfolds. I'm going to continue to read them until you guys don't care no more. However, I think I'm going to start eventually pre-reading because it's a lot of transcripts coming in. So I'm going to pre-read them and just release them. I'm chopping down my long videos and trying to get those things to you guys as well. So yeah, I don't think that's nothing else. Nikki, you heading over there now? Gone over there. And y'all can leave out now. I'm just gonna say my byes or whatever the case may be. But y'all head on over. We man say we're gonna have fun tonight. And I'm gonna open up the platform. Y'all can come on. Y'all can talk. Was Joyce spotted at the trial? No, she didn't make an appearance. I told y'all that. Y'all gonna listen to me one day. There goes the link, y'all, for the after party right here. But no, they went no. That was a very wise move. Exactly. Praying fast Monday. Sunday, I mean. All right, you guys. Thank you. Thank y'all for tuning in. I love y'all being here, even with 5 people. We are almost at our goal of 5,000 subscribers. When we do, oh man, say it is going to be a stupid situation, to say the least. I don't know what I'm gonna do just yet, but it's gonna be crazy. I'm even thinking about trying to formulate a private meet and greet or something like that. We gonna get litty. Y'all let me know what y'all would like to do for us hitting 5,000. Us, not me, us. 5,000 subscribers. All we need is 64 subscribers, y'all. We just need 64 subscribers, and your girl will be at 5,000 subscribers in 2 years. So, and then we're in the freaking New York Times. Okay, come on, y'all. We did that. Not for nothing, you guys. Head on. All right, that's where we're about to head at now. We're about to turn up Shawait, okay? So that's it for me. I pray that the transcripts that we read suffice. The information we put out there is interesting. If this is what they got, child. Not for nothing, you guys. That is the video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Now it's your turn, and let me know what you think in the comments down below. While you're there, make sure you continue to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, okay? If you want to send me anything, you can send it via email, whether it's something pertaining to this trial, conspiracy theory, anything, just saying, hi, Whitney. I respond to my emails, okay? So send an email if you have a problem with that. That is my social media handle. So slide in my DMs, all right? Not for nothing, if you have any kind of business need, be it oh, I'm chopping. I see it. Hold on. Let me let it catch up. There we go. Be it website, logo, intro, outro for your YouTube. Hit me up at WhitneyDavisPlanning.com or WhitneyDavisPlanning@gmail.com, and I'll return it. Okay. Not for nothing. That's it. Okay. It's time to celebrate. Okay. So I'll meet you guys at the next video. Okay. Now come crunk. Okay. Because we're about that funk. All right. And we're going to play an array of music. Everything. I'm eclectic. I love opera. I love jazz. I love all of that. So, oh, thank you. Thank you, Miss Rodgers. Thank you, Miss Rodgers, for your donation. Oh, y'all, Miss Rodgers, thank you. Oh, that was so sweet. Thank you, Miss Rodgers. Fake mommy likes me. Anyways, good night, Whitney. I'm already also having tooth issues. I might come through. Girl, let me tell you what helped me. Tylenol, the ones that got the little holes in it that it's like activates real fast. I took 3 of those. Then ibuprofen. I've been in rotation. When I tell you, Kamiko, I feel good. Like I feel good. And then I got the Orgeal. I'm stacked. They're going to have to do something with this tooth, girl. But not for nothing, you guys. I'll see y'all soon. Miss Rodgers, you going to head on to the after party? What we talking about? Oh, wait. I don't know. No. What we do over there is not for your eyes, mama. Well, I don't know, Miss Rodgers. I don't want to be disrespectful. I don't even know my mama's still tuning in. She's somewhere in here. All right, you guys. See y'all in a little bit. Okay? Dang, I had it scheduled for. I'm going to go ahead and start it. Okay, y'all might see just the background and hear music because I gotta get changed. I'm not finna wear this. Okay, I love y'all. I see y'all behind here soon. Deuces, love y'all. I'm out 5,000.
Y'all killing me with this. I can't help it.
Robert.
I can't help it. Dos delincuentes. You're killing me, man. This ain't not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
At this point, we briefly pause the interview to give Kelly a moment.
Man, y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me. Y'all trying to kill me. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with killing me, man. Trying to kill me. Killing me, man. Trying to kill me. You don't want to believe it. Trying to kill me. Killing me, man. Trying to kill me. I hope this camera keep going. Stupid R.Kelly. Fight for my life. Stupid R.Kelly. Do it. Stupid R.Kelly. Fight for my life. Stupid R.Kelly. Do it.
Come on in, people. It's time for the plug.